Hi, my name is Julie Mayle, curator of manuscripts here at the Hayes Presidential Library and Museums, and today we're bringing you outside at Spiegel Grove. We actually wanted to highlight one of the more recent trees that was dedicated here on the grounds. This past October, we had the honor of dedicating a tree to the United States Colored Troops who served in the Civil War. We thought this was appropriate because of obviously Hayes's service, his military service, and also the dedication of trees is a long and storied history here at Spiegel Grove. So we thought that was great to kind of keep that tradition alive along with the military tradition as well. So this past October, like I said, we were able to do that. A little background on the tree and the United States Colored Troops themselves. You know, this one is specifically for the troops from Sandusky County. They either served or lived or were some way associated with Sandusky County at the time during their lifespan. The United States Colored Troops, you know, originally in 1862, you had to have special legislative permission to serve as an African American in the Civil War. It wasn't until after President Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation that helped sort of move forward with the United States Colored Troops becoming a legitimate regiment. And so shortly after the Emancipation Proclamation in that year of 1863, the War Department created another executive order that allowed for the creation of the Bureau of Colored Troops, and from that created the United States Colored Troops themselves. So these African American regiments were finally designated under the umbrella of the United States Colored Troops. Unfortunately, you know, they were pretty limited as far as raising in the ranks. They weren't able to become officers unless they were clergymen or doctors or something, you know, in a non-combat position. So this really sort of limited them as to what they could do in that time period. Members of the Colored Troops obviously were often paid less as their white counterparts, so there was still some of that segregation and some of those issues as well. The United States Navy was not segregated. They served right alongside their white counterparts, so that was a pretty big distinction at that time period. Also during the Civil War, you know, Frederick Douglass was you know, a key notable figure during that time period, and two of his sons actually served in the war during that time as well. By the war's end, they had over 180,000 served in the Union Army. They had roughly 40,000 that had been killed and 19,000 serving total in the United States Navy. Again, this tree is specific to the Sandusky County troops that served during that time. Some of the names I'd like to read to you. We have right now 31 total. We hope to have those kind of expand over time. We'll continue that research, and during the dedication we were able to read those names aloud, which was a really, really cool moment to see. Among those names are James Byrd, William Dixon, Enoch Freeman, John H. Martin, David J. Vance, and Ira White. And again, this is just a small sampling of right now the 31 that we do have. So if you guys ever have a chance to come out to Spiegel Grove, if you want to come down this pathway, the Rose Garden path towards the tomb, the tree will be on the left-hand side, and we'd like for you guys to come out and see it. Thank you.